When most people think of successful trading, they imagine a genius, someone who can predict the market, who knows every pattern, every indicator. But here's the truth: trading isn't a test of intelligence, it's a test of discipline. Your IQ doesn't matter, your fancy strategies don't matter. What matters is your ability to control yourself when emotions scream louder than logic. We live in a society that equates intelligence with success. People assume that mastering charts, indicators, and patterns automatically guarantees wealth. Reality check: countless traders with perfect strategies lose their accounts year after year. Why? Because knowing the theory isn't the same as executing it under pressure. Trading isn't about being a genius, it's about controlling yourself when everything in you screams to do the wrong thing. Every trade begins as a rational decision. You see an opportunity, you calculate risk, and you place a trade. But almost immediately, emotion begins to seep in. Fear makes you exit too early, letting potential profits slip. Greed tempts you to risk more than you should. Hope keeps you holding a losing trade far too long. The market itself is indifferent. Your mind is where the real battle happens. You could know every pattern, every indicator, every Fibonacci level, and still fail. Knowledge without discipline is like having a Ferrari with no brakes. Impressive, but catastrophic. Discipline transforms knowledge into action. It ensures you follow rules, respect risk, and avoid impulsive trades. The smartest trader who lacks discipline will always lose to the average trader who respects their own rules. Discipline shows up in the smallest, often unnoticed moments. Sticking to your stop loss even when it hurts. Waiting patiently for your setup instead of chasing price. Ignoring that hot tip from someone online. Most traders fail not because of bad strategies, but because they ignore these tiny, daily decisions that compound into major account destruction. The market doesn't care about your urgency, ambition, or desire for instant results. Chasing trades rarely produces profits. Waiting for the perfect opportunity is where true power lies. Patience isn't passive, it's active control over your impulses. Every disciplined pause strengthens your account, sharpens your mind, and builds the foundation for long-term success. Big wins are flashy, they feel amazing, but the real edge comes from small, consistent wins over months and years. A disciplined trader grows steadily, surviving the inevitable losses that destroy emotional, impulsive traders. Your account doesn't grow because of genius. It grows because of repetition, restraint, and consistency. Smart traders often overcomplicate. They pile on indicators. They switch strategies constantly. They try to outthink the market. Overthinking creates analysis paralysis, indecision, and overtrading. Discipline simplifies. It says, I will wait. I will follow my plan. I will act when the conditions are right. Sometimes, the smartest move is the quietest, calmest one. Every loss is a test. Do you panic and chase? Do you rage and revenge trade? Or do you calmly accept it and move on? Intelligence can calculate probabilities, but discipline is the only thing that allows you to survive multiple losses without breaking. Trading success is less about predicting the market and more about surviving the emotional storm it creates. Your trading account doesn't just reflect profits and losses, it mirrors your self-control. Chasing trades equals poor discipline. Respecting stops and following rules equals strong discipline. Your account is a real-time feedback system, showing whether you can master yourself before mastering the market. Skipping 10 trades because they aren't perfect feels uncomfortable. But this discomfort is a test of self-control. When the right trade finally appears, disciplined traders execute perfectly. One well-timed, well-managed trade is worth more than 10 impulsive trades. Technical mastery can give you an edge, but discipline multiplies that edge. A trader with simple tools but unyielding self-control will outperform an overcomplicated genius every time. The market rewards restraint more than intelligence. Fear of missing out is a silent killer. You see a setup forming, urgency rises, and you jump in too early. Discipline whispers, Wait for confirmation. Resisting FOMO is uncomfortable, but discomfort is where growth and survival happen. Discipline is not innate, it's trained. You cultivate it by limiting risk per trade, following strict trading rules, accepting small losses as data, not failure, ignoring noise, hype, and peer pressure. Every disciplined decision reinforces your ability to trade calmly under pressure.
Discipline compounds over time. A patient, self-controlled trader grows steadily. An impulsive, smart trader may blow accounts repeatedly. The market punishes emotional intelligence, not raw intelligence. Survival, patience, and repetition are your real competitive advantages. Greed is the loudest, most seductive opponent in trading. It tempts you into over-leveraged trades, chasing the perfect opportunity or holding on to losing positions. A disciplined trader acknowledges greed, feels it, but does not act on it. Mastery of self always trumps chasing the market. Notice the quiet traders. They don't post every trade on social media. They don't brag about hot tips or flashy setups. They wait. They plan. They execute only when conditions align. Their calm, disciplined approach allows them to survive and compound gains over time. Notice the quiet traders. They don't post every trade on social media. They don't brag about hot tips or flashy setups. They wait. They plan. They execute only when conditions align. Their calm, disciplined approach allows them to survive and compound gains over time. Every loss is feedback. The market doesn't punish mistakes, it punishes repetition driven by unchecked emotion. You can't outsmart mistakes with knowledge alone. Only discipline stops the cycle. Stop chasing intelligence. Stop believing knowledge alone will make you rich. The real edge is self-control, patience, and unwavering discipline. Trade like your financial future depends on your choices, because it does. Discipline outlasts luck, emotion, and even raw intelligence. It's not the smart traders who survive, it's the disciplined ones.